aliens real? Welcome to episode 1 of the Lightbulb Guys' new YouTube channel.
Go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe.
Cameraman V, do you think aliens are real? Okay.
Let's start off with the first and one of the most important pieces of evidence.
Something that I originally thought as unreasonable or not feasible as a theory, but after my research I came across some interesting pieces of evidence.
What would that be?
It is the evidence of aliens visiting, or in these cases, living on Earth with us in earlier times.
Do you believe that?
I believe it could have been possible. People back then were kind of stupid.
They wouldn't notice.
Yeah. For a short example, Stonehenge. The largest of which stones being 30 feet or 9 meters high with a weight of approximately 22,000 tons.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of weight. That kind of weight is approximately equivalent to the weight of 12 1,500 trucks. It's like an F-150. And one person can't even lift up one of those, much less the weight of 12 of those.
So you believe aliens had something to do with that?
I do.
You think they did that?
Yes, because we had much inferior technology to that. That is also 50,000 pounds. Now, Stonehenge being created in 3000 BC, it's impossible for them to stack them, considering only the best heavy-duty cranes produced to this day could imagine handling something of such immense weight.
Yeah.
And I know you're probably guessing, okay Kyle, let me guess. You're going to talk about pyramids. Well, not quite. No.
What are we talking about first?
Pharaohs. One of them being like King Atinuken, the father of King Tut, both of which had elongated heads.
Just imagine your head being like that.
Like an alien.
So you believe they're aliens?
It could be. Could be.
I didn't even know you thought that.
Well,
you believe that they're aliens?
Yes, I mean, and a lot of those were revered as gods, the pharaohs.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're kind of dicks too. But you know, you never see anybody these days with heads like that. But King Atinuken had a head like that.
Yeah.
It also could be caused by inbreeding.
Inbreeding?
But we don't know. Yes. That's having intercourse with family members.
So, this is caused by a disease known as
chronic hydrocephalus. But it leaves you to wonder, if that were the case, how could they be so mentally advanced to be able to create these great structures with such a mentally debilitating disease?
They were pretty dumb back then.
Yes. And no offense to our Egyptians watching this video, of course.
There's no I told you this so many times. There's gonna be no Egyptians watching this.
There might be some Egyptians watching this video. There are still Egyptians out there.
In the desert, right?
Yes, in Egypt.
Do they have technology?
Probably.
Like phones, computers.
The entire world has technology.
Now, well.
Yes. There are old scribas written from those times, during that era, talking of great circles of fire seen in the sky, greater than the light of the sun. I told you to stop throwing pillows! Sorry, that's the alien butt muncher living in our backyard.
And those letters called say my line.
What's your line again?
Just say it.
Oh yeah. And those letters could possibly be a sighting. Now, none of this could point directly to aliens though. I still have a lot of disbelief regarding that any of those instances prove the existence of aliens, that they ever visited Earth or helped or directed the creation of the ancient wonders of the world.
Yes, so true. But moving on to sightings, those in recent history, up until most recent.
One instance of a written report in the 1800s of a cowboy in the Old West who reported seeing a flying large piece of metal in the sky.
What do you think that could be?
I think it could be a Wild West frisbee.
A Wild West frisbee?
Yeah, frisbee from the Old West, made out of metal.
Just so someone just chucked one in the air, and he saw it.
And the cowboy as any cowboy would.
Yeah, but those are heavy. They were kind of heavy. So how would you throw one like really high up in the air and it's not falling quickly? Because
good point.
usually
Aluminum.
aluminum
Could be made out of aluminum. That is a lightweight material, about the same weight as plastic. And of course, this cowboy, as any cowboy would, shot at it to take it down, and the bullet simply bounced off.
Okay. He might have been drunk.
He could have been drunk.
And
yeah.
he shot at it and missed, and he would have thought it just bounced off.
Yes.
What about that?
Well, he was the best shot in the Old West.
Who was the cowboy?
I don't know.
They did drink a lot back then.
They did a lot of alcohol. Bars were the place to go.
So it would be like
to get drunk.
Yeah, there would
and
be
have
like
sex.
four up to 5 bars in each city.
Yeah, depending on the size of it.
Yeah.
Anyways, but you can find all of these encounters and reports in the book written by John Lime and No Torres, titled "The Real Cowboys and Aliens," available online for only $9.99. Now, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just think this is a really good book.
Have you read it before?
I have.
Is it a good book?
Yeah.
I should read it.
You should. It's a great book. I enjoyed reading it.
How long was it?
It was a pretty long book, you know, about the average length of a book. What's that? Oh, dude, I'm serious.
What?
Oh no, it's gone. The last report was of something falling out of the sky in 1897.
In 1897? Of course, Texas.
Yeah, had to be Texas. Since then, there was nothing written or heard of about aliens again until the infamous Roswell crash in New Mexico. I told you, it's gone. It's gone already. You missed it.
The cameraman keeps on laughing at me. What do you want?
And ever since then, things have been slowly released by the government, either confirming or denying that these instances were extraterrestrial.
They were denying and saying it was true?
Yes.
So, which one is it?
Well, after the Roswell crash in New Mexico in the 1950s, they said that it was something that came from extraterrestrial beings, but then
They changed their mind.
They did. They changed their mind in 1997.
Do you believe that they changed their mind, or do you just believe they wanted to cover it up?
I believe they wanted to cover it up, and there were reports of people who worked for the government seeing burned bodies, and when asked about that, they said, "Oh, those are just test dummies."
Test dummies.
Yes, but why would they burn test dummies? And I don't think test dummies look anything like burnt, crisp bodies, do you?
No.
Exactly. Also,
usually they make test dummies out of wood, right? Or just
usually they make them out of wood or
cotton and just a bunch of other stuff.
They didn't have that fiber back then. I know what you're talking about, but they did not have that back then. So they would have made it out of wood. Maybe plastic if they had that.
When they burned them and people saw them, I don't think wood would look like that, because you know how wood looks like when it's burned. That does not look like burnt wood.
Burnt bodies do not look like burnt wood at all. Also, just the other day, the Pentagon released videos that were taken by the Navy over the years, and there's no way that these UFO sightings could be anything from this Earth.
Yeah, we'll put a link in the description to some videos, maybe 1 or 2, and you can watch them.
I have one from CNN that covers all the videos.
CNN.
Yes, and it's not fake news because it's on all sorts of other websites. The government released these things. It is insane.
So you could put a link to CNN?
Yes, I'll put a link to it in the description. But if you don't believe in aliens, these videos will change your mind very quickly for the possibility of intelligent life out there. And also, I do believe in the same thing that astronomers and astronauts like Carl Sagan and Scott Kelly stated.
Didn't you meet one of them before?
I did. I met Scott Kelly. It was at a convention in Las Vegas.
You got his autograph, right?
I got his autograph. I did. I wish I had the picture with me right now, but I do not. I'll bring that to one of my other videos.
You still have it?
I believe I do still have it, yes.
You just gotta look for it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But stated in my own words here, of course, though, in an infinite reaching universe, it's not unreasonable to say that there's other or even longer existing life out there.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's it for this episode of the Lightbulb Guys. For our next episode, we'll be changing the topic to The Vanishing Hitchhiker, a ghost video.
And that's a pretty popular ghost, by the way.
It is a very popular ghost. It's in the top 10 most popular.
Yeah, so it won't be that hard to look it up for research, but we will be researching.
We'll be researching that and going in depth for you guys with everything that happened.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Cameraman, stop.
Our cameraman's mute and he's making sign language to us.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
We're not gonna do that. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Don't live in the dark. The Lightbulb Guys.